Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1983 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Milwaukee Brewers at Milwaukee County Stadium. On the mound for the Tigers today is Bert Blylevin, whose record is 3-0 with a 3.08 ERA. And pitching for the Brew Crew today is Rich Rodas, who is making his season debut. Okay, so we ended up winning 2 out of 3 versus the Blue Jays, and I don't ever want to see Lloyd Mosby again. He hit a home run in all 3 games of the series and totally annihilated every pitcher he faced. But we were able to clinch the victory yesterday. Morris pitched really well. He gave up 3 runs to get his 4th win. One of those was a 2-run shot from Mosby. And you may have heard the news, we made a blockbuster deal with the team that we are playing today. So there's going to be a couple players that are just going to switch clubhouses. And we got ourselves Chet Loman from the Brew Crew. And we gave up 5 players to get him, including Gary Hancock, and some minor league pitchers. I felt like it was a good deal, but, did we make the team better? I am not entirely sure. We definitely helped out our cause defensively, but it's difficult to say whether or not this will be a long-term benefit from us. I guess before we get started with today's game, we always take a look at the opposing team. So here's the Brew Crew team card. Taking a look here, you'll see they have one of the lowest batting averages in the American League. I think that is last in the AL. They've only scored 69 runs. Nice. And you can see their team leaders here. We're going to face a couple of pitchers who are making season debuts, as Tom Candiotti and Jaime Kokenauer, both of the regular starters in their 5-man rotation, are not going to be available for this series. Kokenauer comes back in a little over a week, but we won't see him. So let's also take a look real quick, as we have not been to Milwaukee County Stadium. Let's take a look at the stadium effects real quick for Milwaukee County Stadium. You'll see here that home runs by left-handers are average, so that's nice. Also, keep in mind, the Brew Crew, they had the most home runs in the American League last season in this game. So it looks like they're definitely going to have a few less than last year, as right-handers only hit a rating of 84, so 16% less than average. Hits by left-handers are plus 12%. Hits by right-handers are down 10%. Doubles down 11%. Triples are up 10%. Strikeouts occur 14% less likely. Double plays 4% higher than average, and errors less likely. The park factor overall is only 92, so 8% less likely to have these occur compared to the average ballpark. So, okay, let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Let's see. Yes, turn that off. There we go. I hope everybody's enjoying the new sound effects. It's a lot of fun for me to add those along. I think it adds a different element to the game. Here is our bullpen for today. Everybody is available. We did trade Tom Hume to Milwaukee, and so we brought up Brian Kelly, who had a pretty good stretch run for us, mostly in relief. He is a starter. He made 2 starts last year, and he will now be in the bullpen as a right-hander. Bert Blylevin, nothing to go on here versus the current Brewers lineup. And here's our lineup versus the left-hander, Rich Rodas. Chet Loman in there in the number 7 spot, and everybody else is a regular starter on the team. It's going to be a tough call now for Glenn Wilson. I think with him and Dawson now in right field, Wilson will bat versus lefties, and Dawson will bat versus righties. He's in there as a DH today, batting in the 9th spot. Okay, let's go and do the official Tigers lineup rundown for today's game. Batting leadoff and playing second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting second in left field is Rickey Henderson. Batting third in right field is Glenn Wilson. Batting cleanup, playing third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting fifth, playing first base is Eddie Murray. Batting sixth and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting seventh and playing center field is Chet Lemon. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Alan Trammell. And batting ninth and DHing today is Andre Dawson. Let's take a look at Rich Rodas. I looked this guy up just for the heck of it, just to find out a little bit of his background, and it was actually pretty surprising. He was an amateur free agent signing in 1979 by the Los Angeles Dodgers, and in his first season in the minor leagues, all he did was win the pitcher's triple crown. The guy went 12-0 with a 1.12 ERA, 148 Ks in 113 innings pitched. He won the minor league triple crown, and this guy is destined for the big leagues. And the next season he has an arm injury, and he misses all of his second season in the minor leagues. And after that, he just didn't have the stuff anymore. He did make it to the major leagues and pitched in 10 games for the Dodgers in 83 and 85, 10 games total. And by the end of 86, he was out of baseball altogether. So he's making his first start this year. He did make 6 starts last year with a modicum of success, it looks like. His fastball tops out at 97 miles an hour. How is this guy not in the rotation already? His fastball is rated at 90. He's got, secondary pitches that are not very good, so maybe that's part of the problem. Overall, rated in 81, and he's 23 years old, doesn't go to arbitration until 85, so a couple of seasons before they have to worry about whether to re-sign him to a long-term deal. There is the Brewers' defensive alignment for today. And we have Sweet Lou leading off against Rich Rodas. Play ball! Lou batting .350 versus left-handers, walks to lead off the ball game. That is exactly the way we want to start out the game. We want to get someone on board. Looks like their third baseman is Randy Asadoor. So his defensive rating is poor. And in right field, Alan Cockrell, under 80% as well. Ground ball to short from Henderson. The infielder can't turn 2. Henderson safe at first. Now with a left-hander on the mound and Charlie Moore, good defensive catcher, rated in 86. Probably not worth it. A little early in the game to maybe risk sending Henderson. Wilson lines out to right. There's 2 down, and that will bring up Mickey Hatcher. Hatcher lines out to Molitor at second base, and that'll do it. So we go to the bottom of the first. No score. Let's go ahead and do the Brewers lineup rundown for today's game. Batting leadoff and playing center field is Mike Felder. Batting second and DHing is Bob Skube. Batting third, playing second base is Paul Molitor. Batting cleanup, playing base is Randy Asadoor. Batting fifth in right field is Alan Cockrell. Batting sixth, playing first base is Jim Paciorek. Batting seventh in left field is Doug Loman. Batting eighth and catching is Charlie Moore. And batting ninth, playing shortstop is Ed Romero. Let's take a look at Bert Blylevin. Blyleven making his 5th start, 3-0, 3.08 ERA. He's got 19 Ks in 26 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .262 against him. You already know he doesn't have much of a fastball. Tops out at 89 miles an hour. His out pitch is the sidearm curve. He also has a regular curve that's right around average and a couple below average pitches in his arsenal. Overall rated an 83. He's 32 years old, and he goes to free agency in 3 more seasons, so we're on the hook. Not a big amount, only $300,000 for Blyleven, and so we can afford him, but it's all about the production, and he's 3-0 so far this year, so we feel pretty good about that. He did not face Milwaukee the first time through. So this is his first attempt against the Brew Crew. Okay, here's the Tigers' defensive alignment. We have first, second, and left field with gold gloves. And Mike Felder making his season debut against Bert Blylevin. So yeah, Mike Felder in there for Chet Lemon, and he crushes it into the right center field wall, and Felder has a stand-up triple. Obviously his first hit of the year, first triple of the year. We are going to pull the first baseman in, Murray. So if Skube pulls it to Murray, then we'll go home. Otherwise, we'll let that run score. Skube hits a high fly ball to right field. That should be deep enough to score Felder. It is, and it's 1-0 Milwaukee. So 1 down. Here is Paul Molitor. Molitor, sharply hit ball to second, and Whitaker tosses him out. 2 down. That will bring up Randy Asadoor. Slaps it to right field for a base hit. Asadoor taking over at third for Randy Reddy, who started the season at third and now is right in the pine. 2 down, runners at first. And here is Alan Cockrell, last year's Rookie of the Year. And Asadoor steals second. That is his second stolen base so far this year. With 2 down, he's got a lot of power, so we can't really bring the outfield in. And a base hit to right field. Asadoor scores. It's 2-0. I think this begs the question, is this a better team without Chet Lemon? Maybe their second best player behind Molitor. So runner on first, 2 down. Here's Jim Paciorek. Paciorek making his season debut. Ground ball to second, and that'll do it. The Brewers have an early lead, 2-0, as we go to the top of the second. Here is Eddie Murray leading off. He's in the number 5 spot today, setting a fly ball all the way up against the wall. That's a foul out. It looked like it was in fair territory to me. There's not a lot of room down there in left field. So 1 down. Here's Lance Parrish. Parrish batting .333 versus left-handers, and he walks. And that's going to bring up Chet Lemon, first Tiger at bat. You can see here with his 1983 Tigers card, he was on the Tigers that year, and of course was part of the 1984 World Series team, and he strikes out in his first at bat. 2 down. That's going to leave it up to Trammell to get something going. And he crushes it to dead center field. That's Trammell's 5th home run on the season, and the game is tied. You know, unlike last season, where whenever we would get down, I would immediately feel stressed out about it, I feel like we can almost come back from any situation. There's Dawson with 2 down, slapping a base hit into right center field. Do we want to go for 2? We do not. We're going to say no. We're back to the top of the lineup with Sweet Lou. We're going to let Lou take a cut. Base hit through the left side of the infield. 3 hits for Detroit. And now it's first and second with 2 down. That will bring up Rickey Henderson. Henderson, ground ball. It gets past the third baseman. Dawson scores. Whoa! Actually, Whitaker comes all the way around from first and scores on the Henderson double. It's 4-2 Detroit. That is Henderson's. Is that his first double of the year? That is his first double on the season through 20 games. Okay, so Rickey on second. We're going to let Glenn Wilson try to drive him in. I was considering having Henderson steal third on the left-hander. Maybe that's what I should have done. As Wilson strikes out looking, Tigers put 4 on the board. It's 4-2. Leading off the bottom of the second is Doug Loman. Loman batting 140 with 2 home runs. Sends a fly ball to deep right center field. Play is made by Henderson. 1 down. Here's Charlie Moore. Line drive to right field. And Wilson makes the catch. There's 2 outs. Here's light hitting shortstop, Ed Romero. Hey, he crushed it to center field. And Lemon makes the catch. A 1-2-3 inning for Bert. That's a good comeback. We go to the top of the third. Mickey Hatcher leading off. Hatcher batting 280 with 3 home runs. Flies out to left. 1 down. That will bring up Murray. Murray flips it out to right field. 2 out. Here's Lance Parrish. Got it all started last inning with a walk, and he goes to right with a base hit. Nicely done. Let's get a little 2-out rally here as Chet Lemon steps in. Struck out first time up. And a ground ball to third. Asadoor makes the play. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Tigers up by 2. Here is Mike Felder. Led off the ball game with a triple. Here he sends it to deep center field, and Lemon makes the play. 1 out for Bob Skube. Skube hits a slow roller to Hatcher, and Hatcher makes the play. 2 quick outs for Blyleven as Paul Molitor steps in, batting 288 with 2 homers, and he pops it up. Caught by Hatcher in foul ground. We go to the top of the fourth. We've got Trammell, Dawson, and Whitaker this inning. Trammell had the 2-run shot to even the game up back in the second. And he dumps it into right center field for a base hit. Do we want to go for 2? I'm going to say no. I just don't feel like we can ever get those 50-50 calls. What we will do is we will hit and run with Dawson. Dawson, base hit to right. That'll get Trammell to third. You got to love a number 9 hitter who's going 2 for 2 with a double and a single. All right, so first and third, nobody out. Here's Sweet Lou. Whitaker grounds it to first. Wait a minute. Trammell did not go on that ground ball to first base? That does not make sense at all. Now we're going to be scrambling here to get a run. 1 down, first and third. We're going to try to have Rickey hit a sac fly. He strikes out looking, and Rodas is 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. We are going to give Lou the green light at first. If you can find a pitch to take second. Ball 4. So he's going to take second base regardless. Bases loaded for Mickey Hatcher. This is a position that he typically excels in. He's 0 for 2 on the day, so he's due. 2-0 count. And a base hit down the right field line, all the way up against the wall. Clears the bases. A 3-run double for Hatcher. And it's 7-2 Detroit. That is Hatcher's 5th double on the season. Tigers are up by 5, looking to add another run here with Eddie Murray stepping up, and he strikes out looking. Tigers put 3 on the board. We're up by 5 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Randy Asadoor leading off for the Brew Crew, and he strikes out swinging. That's only the first strikeout for Blyleven. Next up is Alan Cockrell, and he comes back and walks that guy. Runner at first. 1 down. Let's turn 2 here with Paciorek up. And a wild pitch will move Cockrell into scoring position. Paciorek does have some power. I guess we're not going to be too worried about that runner at second. Now we're worried. That's a double into the gap. Maybe 3? Nope. Paciorek holds at second. RBI double. Well, we don't have to look. We know that's his first hit on this season. And his first double. So the Brewers strike back quickly with a run. And there's another run scored as Loman gets a RBI single to center. And it's 7-4. Blyleven not looking right on the mound. And another hit to left from Charlie Moore. Loman holds at second. We're going to pull the outfield in now with Ed Romero up. He's got no pop. So we'll try to prevent Loman from scoring on a base hit. There we go. Strikes him out on the curveball. We need to see a little more of that from Blyleven. Okay, so 2 down. Runners at first and second. Here's Mike Felder. Fly ball to center field, and Lemon drops it. Oh no! Chester Lemon not making a good first impression. Run scores. Second and third with 2 down. And the left-hander Skube up. Do we walk Skube to get to Molitor? That doesn't seem like a good idea. Blyleven is just serving it up right now, too. I guess we have to let it play out. I don't think we're going to walk him. I mean, a base hit will tie the ball game. He's got a lot of power. This feels like a home run, doesn't it? Okay, we're going to play it out. Here we go. 1-2 count. And he strikes him out looking. Okay. So Blyleven gets out of the inning with the lead. Tigers are up by 2. Brewers retaliate with 3 runs there in the bottom of the 4th. We go to the top of the 5th. We've got Parrish, Lemon, and Trammell due up. Parrish 1 for 1 with a walk today. Hits a fly ball to right. Okay, here's Chet Lemon, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a costly error in his Tiger debut. Grounds out to third. 2 down. Here's Trammell. And Trammell strikes out. 5 Ks for Rodas. I would not have thought that he would make it to the 5th inning, but he has. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's Paul Molitor, Asadoor, and Cockrell due up. Nice curveball from Blyleven, getting Molitor to pop it up on the infield. Caught on the outfield grass by Whitaker. 1 down. If you're not familiar, if you're following this series for a couple of seasons, you'll know that most of these Brewers batters were all rookies last year. Loman, Cockrell, Asadoor, Skube. I feel like we're missing a guy. Maybe he's not in the lineup today. The catcher, Dave Sachs. And so, it's a bunch of guys that you probably don't recognize as Asadoor hits a ground ball to second. But they did have the most home runs in the American League last year, so they're definitely capable of putting up some runs. Here's Blyleven looking to go for a 1-2-3 inning. Cockrell sends it out to left center field. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. We go to the top of the sixth. 7-5 Detroit. Rotus is at 84 pitches. We need to work this guy out of the game here. Dawson strikes out. That's 6 Ks for Rotus. Here's Sweet Lou. Wow. Rotus has 7 Ks now. Fastball reaching 96 miles an hour against Whitaker. Henderson walks, and that's going to do it. That's the end of Rotus, and that is good news because now we're getting to the bullpen, and their bullpen is atrocious. Bill Castro is the first guy out of the pen. This is his 5th game. He's 0-1 with an 8.31 ERA. Opponents are batting .391 against him. Let's take a look at the log. Tigers scored 4 runs against him. They were all unearned. He gave up 4 hits, a walk, and a home run way back on April 18th. So, this guy is someone we can get to. His overall rating is a 74. Doesn't have any pitches over average. And Glenn Wilson will get the first crack at him here. Do we send Henderson now? 75%. I mean, the only thing is more behind the plate is good. We're going to send him with 2 down. Let's get a runner in scoring position. If not, we'll have Wilson start off. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 next inning. So here we go. Henderson, 12 for 16. Curveball, and he steals second base. Nicely done. So that is stolen base number 13. And let's see if Wilson can live up to his end of the bargain. No, he starts out looking on that same shitty curveball. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Okay, it's Paciorek, Loman, and more. Hey, let's pull up the in-game stats. Player of the game so far, Hatcher had the bases clearing double, and Trammell had the 2-run home run. So those are the contenders, I would guess, so far. Maybe with the edge going to Hatcher. Here's Jim Paciorek. He had a double today, drove in a run. And a base hit to lead off the bottom of the 6th. Runner on first. Here's the lefty, Doug Loman. 1 for 2 on the day. Striking him out. Nice sidearm curve from Blyleven. That is his 4th K. Next up is Charlie Moore. That looked like ball 4. Instead, it's a ground ball to Trammell. Double play. 6-4-3, Taylor made. We go to the top of the 7th. Tigers still holding on to that 7-5 lead. Here's Mickey Hatcher leading off against Bill Castro. Ground ball to third. There's 1 down. I did check before the game. We have not lost to a left-hander this season. Last year, lefties were our boogaboo. As Murray gets a base hit to right. He was the one of the 3 Tigers who did not have a hit up to that point. And this year we've won every game where a left-hander has started. Let's hope I didn't just jinx it. Parrish striking out. He struggles versus righties. And here's Lemon looking to do anything positive. He is 1 for 5 against Bill Castro in his career. Hey, there's a walk. So it's not all bad for Lemon today. Alan Trammell up next, and he sends a fly ball into center field. That'll do it. Okay, we go to the bottom of the 7th. Now at this point, we have to be careful with Blyleven. We're going to let him pitch to, I don't know, we'll play one batter at a time here, starting with Ed Romero. We've got a fully rested bullpen. Romero, fly ball to the left. There's one out. Blyleven at 105 pitches. He can go like 130. Going with the changeup versus Mike Felder. Felder pops it up into outfield behind second base. And Trammell makes the catch. 2 down. I think we can go after Skube here. And a comebacker to Blyleven. And that'll do it. A nice 1-2-3 inning from Blyleven. We go to the top of the 8th. Andre Dawson leading off, 2 for 3 on the day with a double. And he flips it down the right field line. That'll get to the wall. We're going to go for 2. He's safe. 80% chance. I didn't take a moment. If I thought about it, I might have talked myself out of it. So that is his second double of the day, right? I believe. That's 5 on the year. Okay, let's try to get an insurance run in here. We need Lou to pull it to the right side. Or base it up the middle is just as good. Dawson scores. I had to wait and see if he was going to hold up at third. There's the insurance run that we need. So Lou on first. Nobody out still. Here's Rickey Henderson. Henderson blooping it into left center field. It carries deep enough for Loman to make the catch. 1 out. Whitaker still standing on first. And Wilson popping it up into foul ground on the first base side. And Molitor hustling over to the seats to make the catch. That's going to leave it up to Mickey Hatcher. And Hatcher will send a fly ball into center field, and that'll do it. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. We get a run. It's 8-5. It's time to bring in Guy Solars since Hatcher just batted. So we probably won't see him with a stick in his hand again. So bring in the defensive replacement. And now what do we do with Bert? I think we got to take him out. And we're going to bring in Dave Smith. Good job by Bert, despite giving up 4 earned runs. It was not the worst start. This is his 8th game, Dave Smith. 0-0, 2.25 ERA. 7 Ks in 8 innings. Opponents are batting .214 against him. He does have a save. No blueies. Fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. That's his best pitch. It's rated at 90. Sinker's rated an 82. He's got a couple other pitches there. Goes to arbitration at the end of the year. We're going to re-sign him. That is full show. All right, let's take a look here. It's Molitor, Asadoor, and Cockrell. Molitor leading off. He's over 3 on the day. Fly ball to deep center field. Falls short of the warning track. 382 feet, 1 down. Next up, Randy Asadoor. He sends a fly ball out to Wilson in right. 2 quick outs. That will leave it up to Alan Cockrell, striking him out. Nice. We go to the top of the 9th. Brewers going to the bullpen. They're bringing in their closer, Bob Gibson. Not the Bob Gibson, the other Bob Gibson. 7th game, 0-0, 1.29 ERA. I mean, look at his career ERA. It's 0.67. That's amazing. 7 strikeouts in 7 innings pitched. 0.83 batting average this year. He's got 2 saves. Fastball tops out at 91 miles an hour. Look at that ground ball percentage. Even with a 91 miles an hour fastball, 58, almost 59%. Fastball, he's got a hard slider, rated an 82. He's only 25 years old, and he doesn't go to arbitration for 2 more years. Pretty impressive. He's going to face Eddie Murray to lead off the 9th. Murray, Parrish, and Loman. Murray grounds out to first. He falls to 1 for 5 today. Parrish up next, a comebacker to Gibson. 2 quick outs, and that's going to leave it up to Chet Lemon. Walked his last time up, trying to make lemonade, and he strikes out. Oh, come on. What an inauspicious debut for Lemon. Now we go to the 9th inning, and you know what that means, folks. It's time for Roger Weaver. Cue the music. Yeah, we're going to play this a little bit longer, see if it gets flagged. As Roger Weaver comes out of the bullpen to his theme music. And he's going to face Jim Paciorek, Doug Loman, and Charlie Moore here in the 9th. All right, let's get it going. Jim Paciorek leading off, full count, and he walks him. He got overhyped with that music. That's what happened there. Okay. Walk the leadoff guy. That is bad. Here's Doug Loman, batting 161 versus righties, and he strikes him out on the splitter. 1 down. Let's get a double play here with Charlie Moore, the catcher, at the plate. 0-2 count. A comebacker to Weaver, and Weaver gets the lead runner at second, and we are down to our final out. Ed Romero, 0 for 3 with a strikeout today. 0 for 2 in his career versus Weaver. And Weaver gets a ground ball to short. Trammell! Oh, no! Oh, no! Come on! This is not fair. Unbelievable. The moment got too big. A late April game is too big for Trammell. Oh, that's going to bring up Mike Felder. Come on, let's get this going. 24 pitches this inning. He is struggling a little bit. Defense not helping him out. Felder not going to hit a 3-run home run. Let's go after him. And field single. Now we're in trouble. And we've got a lefty. And this is a walk-off type situation. So we're going to take out Weaver. He could not get it done, folks. We're going to bring in Dave Rucker, who's our left-handed closer. And he's got 12 Ks in 9 1/3 innings. Let's take a look at his splits. Lefties are batting .238 against him. So he's been pretty good. We're going to guard the lines. We cannot afford an extra base hit now. Here's Bob Skube. Skube hits left-handers pretty good, 261. Going after Skube, and a base hit to left. Romero will score, and the tying run is at third base with Paul Molitor up. Molitor batting .333 versus left-handers. Okay, let's take a look here at Asadoor. He is 4 for 19 versus lefties, and he struck out 25% of the time. No, yeah. So I think we've got to intentionally walk Paul Molitor, and we're going to let our lefty closer go up against Randy Asadoor. Now, Asadoor can take a walk. He was among the league leaders. This is kind of the ball game here. We're going to pull the outfield in case there's a base hit. Try to keep Skube from scoring. And here we go, folks. This is the ball game, maybe right here. First pitch swinging to Murray. Yes! Tigers win a tense, close game, 8-7. Handshakes, butt slaps, sloppy steaks. Yes, I said it with a question mark at the end because maybe they don't deserve sloppy steaks tonight. A win is a win. That's all that's going to matter in the book. No trade offers. Let's take a look at the standings. That was a tight one. Finally, the Yankees lose. That breaks their 9-game winning streak. California keeps it rolling, though. They're 16-6. Let's take a look at the National League. Los Angeles and Atlanta dueling it out in the West, and Philadelphia has a 1-game lead over Montreal. Okay, let's take a look at headline news. The Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. There is the trade for Loman yesterday. In a 7-3 win, Dave Henderson, knocks 2 out. He goes deep twice. It's a double dong day for Dave Henderson. 3 hits. Yes, season total 27. Okay. The Nozzle went 3 for 5. He went 5 for 5 against us last year in a game. And Ricardo Sainz, the cleanup hitter, went 3 for 5 with 2 runs. That's a well-written article. Let's see what's next. Munninghoff cruises to a 8-1 victory. Pirates hitters were fooled all night. They struggled. Number 8 hitter Ramon Aviles contributed 2 for 4 with a run scored. Kirby Puckett got 3 hits in 5 at-bats. And Gary Ward went 2 for 4. Nicely done. Okay, next one. Detroit stretches the lead to 4. Tigers expanded the lead in the AL East. An 8-7 squeaker over the Brew Crew. Tigers number 8 hitter Alan Trammell had 2 hits, including that home run. And Rickey Henderson had a hit. He had a walk. He had a stolen base. It was a double that hit. 2 runs knocked in. Wow, this is a tough one. And the leadoff hitter, Lou Whitaker, contributed 2 hits and 4 at-bats. Who was the player of the game? That's a tough call. I'm thinking it's Hatcher. Let's take a look at transactions. Nothing new since our trade. As you can see here, that was the last thing of note. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. I think Rickey Henderson had the game-winning RBI, though. I feel like that bases clearing double from Hatcher was the deal, though, right? I think we're going to give it to Hatcher. This is a tough call. The only one we know for sure is it's definitely not Lemon, who was terrible in his debut. He had a costly error, struck out twice. He did get a walk. Bert Blylevin gets the win. He goes to 4-0. No thanks to his defense. And Dave Rucker saves Roger Weaver's behind, getting his 6th save. Weaver gave up 2 unearned runs thanks to the Alan Trammell error. Rich Rodas goes to 0-1, and he's going to be a good pitcher. 7 Ks in 5 2/3 innings. Needs a little bit of work, but he could be a stud in this league. That's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow with Game 2 of the 3-game series. Until then, everyone, have a great night.